Good afternoon. We're back with more DC Dual Force. In the daily pack today, I got a new hero, which is Batgirl. So, we'll give Batgirl a try today. And I think I'll start out pairing her with Wonder Woman. So, I want to make a note of deploy effects because, you know, now that I think of it, I think I'd like to take a look at the collection first for deploy effects, and we'll see which faction Batgirl might be the best with. So we got Steve Trevor, Wildcat, Concina, not really. Queen Hippolyta, yes. Supergirl, hard to get off, but good if you can do it. Swamp Thing, yes. Swamp Thing looks amazing with Batgirl. Wonder Woman also seems really good with Batgirl. The Green Lantern's not necessarily, because it would require extra resources to do it. Eugene Choi, Amethyst, not really. The Green Lanterns. Yeah, Green Lanterns only if you stick them to the board and then you have extra resources. I mean, maybe, potentially. Could be interesting to try anyway, like a green Batgirl Hal Jordan deck. I don't think we'll try that first, but could be interesting to try and see if it actually functions or not. Felicity, Harvey, these are all kind of low value deploys. Draw a card. Summon a squad car is good. But the create a gadget, Green Arrow is the ultimate I picked up yesterday. He seems meh, but I will try him out probably. Got 2 copies of Robin in my hero pack. One more than I need. Robin may be the best card in Tactics right now, apart from the Batman Ultimate. Or the Catwoman one. So all of the Tactics deploys seem kind of low value. Might ones seem good. Mr. Freeze. Black Manta. That's about it. So Tactics or Anarchy seems pretty low on the list. Right now we're looking at Might and potentially Energy. Of course we have to run Tactics because Batgirl is in Tactics. Deimos, Hugo Strange. Mordru. Seems interesting. Sacrifice a recruit with 5 attack or more. It's one of the enemy's recruits, right? Or is sacrifice always? I think sacrifice is always one of your own recruits. So Scarecrow. Looks like it's really the only viable place for Batgirl to pair with. The only viable faction for Batgirl to pair with is Might. Or potentially Energy. So let's go Batgirl and Wonder Woman. Don't usually run Wildcat, but I think I will because I'm running Batgirl. So I need Superman still and Wonder Woman. Do I want to run Supergirl? I don't think so. It's hard to make her work. It'd be devastating if you could do it, though, combined with Batgirl. Okay. So with tactics, we've got the usual. $17 bronze is not enough. An Arkham Guard. Tyranny and Anarchy leaders are pretty common now because of everybody running rush decks. I actually think Miss Martian is pretty strong. And I'd like to try her out. Okay, let's see how this shapes up. Really don't know what to expect from Batgirl. I've seen some devastating Batgirl plays made against me, but not often because she really just isn't played that much. I was about to actually buy the Batgirl leader pack today, but then in the pack that I opened before I was going to buy it, I opened Batgirl, so great. And I got one copy of the culling as well. The second copy of CHP, which is good. Need one more copy of the culling to be able to play a culling deck, I think. That card is devastating. In the right circumstance. I'll keep Robin. Are we actually facing a non-aggro deck? Okay, so he lost the coin flip. I'm wondering if my ratio of bronze is too low. I hate going higher on the bronze ratio because then the late game suffers. Interesting that he wanted the early Superman, considering I have shields in the way. Alright, so let's go Robin, Harvey.
May the gods grant us their favor.
Let's keep our shields up. What do we got that could work with Batgirl at the moment? Oh, okay. I guess his draw just wasn't good. It happens. So Batgirl OP, right? Undefeated. Didn't really have a Batgirl play, I don't think. Maybe Crypto? Her HP seems a little low. I think they could bump it up to 19. And she wouldn't be OP. Since I already have kind of an iffy play here with Clark Kent, I'm gonna drop the bat signals. Against tactics, I don't do the turn 1 Clark Kent. It's too common for them to have something that works against it. I'll try to bait out whatever, Harvey Bullocks they have or stuff like that before playing Clark. Or maybe wait until after the first Batman hero power.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Would have been no problem for him to deal with Clark in that spot. And we're off to a really bad start. So maybe I need to look at dropping some gold and put more bronze in. Interesting that he didn't do that to Steve Trevor. So, let's go.
May the gods grant us their favor.
He's not going to have a trouble taking out the Steel, of course, with Superman's hero power. I may hold off on Batgirl until I can play Swamp Thing. Oh, he didn't want to use Superman's hero power? That would have been really, really efficient. That surprises me.
I'll never stop fighting. I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Interesting. I think I need to use Batgirl here.
You don't stand a chance.
Gonna buff Clark. Okay. So we got the Superman. Multiple swamp things. I think I will play Highfather here, so we'll go. Or should it be a swamp thing? Let's go swamp thing.
May the gods grant us their favor.
So I have another one. Okay. Best card in the game, in my opinion.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Interesting. He's surely not going to attack the swamp thing here. Ooh, he did. All right.
I'll never stop fighting.
Okay. It's gonna be Swamp Thing.
You don't stand a chance. May the gods grant us their favor.
Do I sacrifice Batgirl here? Hmm. I'm gonna do this. I think I need to. See if the 18 power Swamp Thing is enough to win.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
In this spot, I'm actually not sure I want to put Superman. Yeah, I guess I still want to put Superman in the front row. He doesn't have guard. It's fortunate for him he had 2 shield characters. Alright. So he'll be able to take out Swamp Thing now with Batman, with that ambush. So it doesn't look like it'll be enough to win. He had the answer. And the Batman's been drawing him cards, so he's got huge card advantage. Oh wow, he has Catwoman too. So he's got a pretty complete tactics collection. My might collection is pretty complete, but my tactics is not.
May the gods grant us their favor.
I don't really have a play except taking out Batman. Could have taken out Robin instead, but Batman's the better play. Or yeah, the Batman hero. But the Batman Ultimate won him this game. I'm not sure that I've ever won a game when my opponent played Batman Ultimate. That card is better than any other Ultimate, possibly excepting Darkseid. You could make a case for Darkseid. Yeah, he knows that he's got the Batman is how he's going to win this game. And so he's protecting him at all costs, which is smart. And I think I'm dead. So he uses Batman to kill Superman. No, I guess I live. So bat signal here. Probably should have used Superman to attack there. I don't think there's any card that can win me this game. I think we would have been just fine without the Batman Ultimate on his side. And of course, if I had Batman Ultimate, he'd be in my deck, and perhaps we could have done a Batman play ourselves. But Batman is OP. Same player. All right. Tactics is still very, very strong if you have the Batman and Catwoman Ultimates, and if you have Robin as well. If you're missing those cards, Tactics is on the weaker side. He's got a bat signal of his own. Not sure I want to play Batman here. Batwing. Instead.
May the gods grant us their favor.
Never stop fighting.
Okay. So we can go Superboy, Batman, we're gonna do this.
You don't stand a chance.
Actually, I want to take that back. I'd rather use Harvey to take out. That's a mistake. I wish you could take it back before you've used the ability. Escape? No. Yeah, I don't think you can. Harvey would have been way better there. Wouldn't have the shield on Batman, but the squad car would be dead.
Tricks up my sleeve.
We're going to be relying on top decking. He's got pretty big card advantage. So we can go
May the gods grant us their favor.
and do this trade. And then he may have a Harvey, or maybe he's got a Batarang floating around, and I'll regret not protecting Superboy with the +1/+1. Basically, the rest of the game is just going to come down to who draws their gold cards or their silver cards. Not me. Same player, different deck. Which is good, because we know he had a disadvantage against that deck, since I think his heroes are better than the ones I'm running, and also Also, his ultimates, Batman and Catwoman, are better than Superman and Highfather, or Superman and Clark Kent. Okay.
May the gods grant us their favor.
This Harley's all revved up.
I bring the thunder!
Yikes. So last game, I didn't draw any gold cards. Now I have a hand full of them. Well,
May the gods grant us their favor.
this is rough. Think I need to wait on Batgirl's ability for Swamp Thing. The good news is if he doesn't have a magic bullet for it, that Swamp Thing may just win the game.
This Harley's all revved up.
Another gold card, okay.
You don't stand a chance.
If you got a way around that, you got the win.
gods grant us their favor.
Ooh, that's a good draw. Good for him.
I bring the thunder!
We are really just not running very well right now.
This Harley's all revved up.
Okay, that's a good card. So we can go Superman Robot, Wonder Woman, Batgirl to Wonder Woman.
You don't stand a chance.
Okay. That's basically a concede from him. Because he has to know that my board is going to wipe him out if he didn't deal with it. So that was just like a progress on the quest type of concede move.
May the gods grant us their favor.
That looks fine. Playing the same player again. Are we the only two on ladder at the moment? I don't know if there's any matchmaking in the game. Like, based on collection level or... How do I emote? I don't actually know. I've never emoted before. I don't know if there's any matchmaking in the game or not, based on ELO or collection level, anything like that. And so I don't know if I'm matching against Super Bob over and over because he's the only player on ladder at all right now, or if because he's the only player at my like elo, if that exists.
This Harley's all revved up.
Alright, not the best draws. Let's see what we get from Speedy. Not something I could play. But at least we don't give much value to Shazam's hero power. And from here on out we should be okay. Okay, well.
You don't stand a chance.
May the gods grant us their favor.
I think I'm just gonna go face. Could be I'll regret that. But I do have Superman for next turn. And I have the repeating arrow if his Clayface gets out of hand. But he's not running Tyranny, so he didn't have any Arkham inmates. Now he's faced with the choice of not attacking or sacrificing the Clayface to trade down.
All revved up.
Alrighty, well. There is the Superman. There is the arrow.
May the gods grant us their favor.
That would have KO'd Wonder Woman if it wasn't for Superman. I don't think it would have been enough to save him, of course. Oh, why didn't he do that? Oh, he must have drawn that with the lightning bolt. Okay, well... Can go Wildcat. Where do I want the Wildcat to go? Here. We'll trade there. Go Hippolyta. See what he draws. Since it was negated, it didn't deal the 1 damage to the adjacent enemies. I wasn't aware of that interaction. So if you use a AoE spell on an aura character, it negates the AoE. How do I emote? Don't want to taunt him or anything, I just curious. Maybe I have to set it up in the main menu or something. Okay. This video has just been 1 game in the beginning where the opponent drew very poorly, and then 4 games against Super Bob where we've gone 2-2, losing 2 to his A game deck and then winning against his B deck. And I say B deck not as a slight against his deck building, but just based on the fact that we didn't see any ultimate cards played. Whereas my deck obviously has several. Ooh, this is the first appearance of Arkham Guard, right on time. So interesting how in this game you can put a new card into your deck, and then we just went 5 games without ever seeing it in the hand. Not even once. Because of the lack of card draw options, there is a lot of variance in the game. Which is why I don't think a win rate much higher than 60% is very realistic. You would need to have more card draw options. You'd need to be able to like routinely cycle through most, if not all, of your deck in a game. And in some card games, that is what happens. Like, for example, in Star Wars CCG, you would typically go through your entire deck and be able to set up your entire deck. And games like that will be a little bit more skill-oriented, and games where you can go 5 games without ever seeing a card that you put in your deck, that'll be a more luck-based deck, because let's say this card was actually 2 really important ultimates. Let's say I wasn't playing Arkham Guard and I was playing Batman and Catwoman instead. I would have just gone 5 games without ever seeing them. so they would have no impact on the game. That's why the hero powers, you design the game that way when you want the hero powers to really control the action, because those are the only things you can rely on having every single game. Okay. No need to use Wonder Woman yet. Use it next turn.
This Harley's all revved up.
Alrighty, we got a pretty strong play here. We can go Harvey, kill, Robin,
May the gods
Wonder
grant us their
Woman.
favor.
You don't stand a chance.
and since we're going to be able to charge Robin up now, yeah, I think we're in a pretty good position. Got Commissioner Gordon, Wonder Woman for later. Not sure what he's thinking about. He's only got 2 cards in hand and 2 resources, so... Is he considering holding on to cards even though he has Harley Quinn? Or is he just alt-tabbing or something? Ooh, he had an answer for Robin. So he's playing a Joker Harley Quinn deck, but with some control elements. That's interesting. I hope it works well, because I get tired of seeing these rush decks over and over and over. So I hope he gets rewarded for playing something novel. Not against me, but just generally. I can't imagine what that last card is in his hand that's not playable. Is it a gold card? Oof, that's a rough draw. Yeah, it is a gold card.
This Harley's all revved up.
Think we can KO Harley here? That's a really strong play for Batgirl next round.
May the gods grant us their favor.
Glad he didn't get like Superman or something like that. That was one of the more innocuous cards he could have gotten from my deck. So I was pretty lucky. Okay. Well, overall, I actually ended up 4-2 with Wonder Woman Batgirl. That Swamp Thing play with Batgirl is just devastating. That's so good. And so I think Might is really the best pairing for Batgirl. And we'll also test her with Superman, and we'll test her with Hal Jordan as well. And see how she does with the Green Lanterns. And I'd probably test her with Aquaman too. But not a terrible hero. So far, at least. Needs more testing, but so far not a terrible hero. Though our sample size was extremely small because, yeah, we played 6 games, but 4 of them were against the same player. Twice against each of his 2 decks, so that's a really small sample size, and we didn't really face a dedicated rush deck. I don't think. It was mostly mid-range today, which was a welcome break. But anyway, thank you for watching.